Jim Gordon, Harvey Bullock, Renee Montoya, the other officers there. Batman, it's like, oh my God. There's like all this blood and viscera and cartilage and just human meat falls upon them, chat. And they're like, what the fuck? Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I also wanted to let you know that not only do I create content here on Class in the Glass, but I also stream content in my Twitch channel, Mr. Revan7. I play single-player games, multiplayer games, and I also do movie reviews and cartoon reviews as well. I also want to encourage you to check out my Patreon, Class in the Glass, where I offer audio commentaries, full reactions for movies, and also the ability to submit questions for my video casts and podcasts. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. We got to go ahead and get into this Toon review, chat. This scene by scene breakdown of Batman the Animated Series, episode 23, Vendetta, chat. Chat, we are starting out in the middle of Gotham Harbor. Chat. We are transporting the criminal from Stonegate Prison. They changed the name of Blackgate Prison to Stonegate Prison in the Animated Series. I'm not sure why. It's odd that they changed. I don't know. I mean, this is a weird thing. It's like, no, let's not go with Blackgate. We're going to change to Stonegate. Fair enough, whatever. I mean, whatever floats your goddamn boat, Bruce Timm and company. I'll allow it. But they're doing a they're moving a prisoner, chat, to Gotham City to testify against Rupert Thorne. He's the big crime boss right now, chat, in Gotham City. Got his thick sausage fingers in every single pie in Gotham, chat. And they got to get some people to testify against him in order to put him in jail, chat. Even though in previous episodes we saw him almost commit murder constantly. or set up assassination attempts, but he always seems to worm his way out of there, chat. He's got too much influence in Gotham City. Too many police, too many judges, too many jurors on the payday, chat. On the payroll. It's too difficult. But with this prisoner coming on over, chat, this Mr. Spider Conway, if your first name is fucking Spider, your options are limited in terms of a profession. You're probably going to be a criminal if your name is Spider. But they are shipping good old Spider Conway over to the mainland, chat, where he's going to testify. You got Jim Gordon, you got Harvey Bullock, you got Renee Montoya. They're waiting for him to come on over. But it's a rough one out there, chat, on those Gotham waves. It's like, oh, and Spider Conway, he's pretty nervous. The guards he's with, there's like, Spider, take it easy. We're gonna get you over there. You'll be able to get to your safe house. You'll be eating some hot food and having a good beverage when you get there. He's like, oh God, just please make sure I get there alive, man. I'm like, oh, this guy's is panicking. He's pissing his pants. And we cut back to the coast. And, you know, Jim and Harvey and Renee, they're a little nervous, though. A little nervous. Even Jim's is like, man, this is shitty weather. And Harvey, he's also particularly nervous because he's one of the guys that put Spider Conway behind bars. He's got some history with him. And he wants to make sure that little shit croaks. Or croaks, like he starts sitting. Not die. He doesn't want to make sure he dies. But he wants to make sure that he starts singing those the right tunes so he can put fucking Rupert Thorne in jail. And also, chat, Batman's there. Batman's always there, and he's watching because he wants to make sure Spider Conway gets there to testify. But, chat, we cut back to the boat, and a fucking crocodile, man, attaches to it. It's like, holy shit. And this crocodile, man, shit, he placed a big fucking bomb, or C4 dynamite, the whole shabab, chat. All of it's right there. And the cops, they're outside the boat, they go, is that a fucking bomb? And while they're distracted by the huge fucking bomb that's on the boat, chat's on the hull of the boat, Spider Conway, he sees this guy come out of the fucking depths of water and just grabs him. Come here, you little bitch. And he drags him into the underwater. Just like, oh, he's fucking panicking shit. Meanwhile, the cops are like, so what are we going to do? Ba-boom! And the boat explodes, chat. And, I mean, these guys die. They explode so much, chat. They get hit. Jim Gordon, Harvey Bullock, Renee Montoya, the other officers there. Batman, it's like, oh my God. There's like all this blood and viscera and cartilage and just human meat falls upon them, chat. And they're like, what the fuck was that? And they're like, wait, I can't believe it. And Jim Gordon's like, call the DA, tell him what happened. Harvey Bullock's like, let's get the fucking CSI guys out there. We got to sweep this scene. We got to see if we can find what's left of our officers and also Spider Conway. And Batman's like, holy fucking shit, what the hell just happened? He's gonna go out there himself. He gets the fucking bat boat, chat, and he starts moving around. He starts moving, grooving things, and he goes to one of the docks where he thinks he sees someone. She's like, that looks a little suspicious, and he goes there. And the only thing they can find, chat, is a toothpick. And who uses toothpicks, chat? Harvey Bullock. Matter of fact, he tested shit, and this is the saliva. This is the distinct tobacco scented saliva of one Harvey Bullock. Maybe he had something to do with the bombing. Because he also finds vestiges, chat, of explosive materials, compounds and things, gunpowder, C4. It's like, it's all lining up. Well, was Harvey Bullock the guy that would kill Spider-Conroy? But why? He's the one that put him in jail. Unless there's just more to this. And so we cut to the offices, chat, of even before that. We cut to the underwater cave of the lair of this individual who was taken Spider-Conroy, chat. Is it Harvey Bullock? We don't know. But Spider-Conroy, he fucking comes to, he's fucking panicking. She's like, where the fuck am I? He has no idea, Jay. He has no idea. And then he sees these bubbles just amassing, Chad. These bubbles amassing. And this hulking crocodile-like behemoth comes to him. And Spider-Conroy is just like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? And this thing comes up to him, approaches him and says, you got BET? No, he does not. And he eats his head. He eats his fucking face, chat. And Spider-Conroy is no more. He could not provide the BET to Killer Croc. Meanwhile, we cut back to the police department, the office of Jim Gordon and Harvey Bullock. And Jim Gordon, he's taking Harvey off the case. He's like, Harvey, listen, I know you want to put Rupert Thorne in prison, but there's some history. You know there's some history between you. It's like, you told me that was ancient history, Jim. there was no proof of that. You know that. You know that was bullshit. He's like, I understand that. But the DA's office and the press, and it's just, we're going to take out, we're going to put him in jail, Harvey, and you're going to be, of course, credit for the work that you did. And he goes, I don't like it, Jim. He's like, listen, when you want to deal with internal affairs, he's like, blah, it's the last thing I want to deal with. And he leaves. And Batman's like, what the fuck? Because Batman's always there. He's just watching. He's like, Is it Killer Croc? Oh, we shall see. We shall see. It's fucking Killer Croc. But I'll maintain the mystery for you. And Batman's like, I'm going to go steal some police files. So he goes, because, chat, everything is physical back in 1992. And so nothing's on computers, chat. Everything's on computers. Everything's like physical files, manila envelopes, microfilm. Maybe get some good old microfiche. But Batman, he goes, detective work. He goes to the police archives, finds the manila envelope of Harvey Bullock. He's like, that's some crazy fucking shit. He takes that. Meanwhile, Harvey Bullock comes in right at the same time. He goes, oh, shit. And Batman, he skedaddles. He skadooches. And Harvey Bullock, he wants to go get his file because he wants to read some shit. He wants to see it. It's like, oh, this is all ancient history, Jim. Are you trying to reignite ancient history? He goes, he's like, sees his files miss. He goes, puh, ancient history, my ass. And he closes it, chat. Meanwhile, we cut back to Wayne Manor. Well, Alfred, he's dusting and shit. He notices Harvey Bullock's file on the thing. He says, what's this, sir? And he goes, I'm studying Harvey Bullock's file. Apparently, Harvey Bullock was hit with a charge of bribery by one Rupert Thorne, but the charges were dropped because there was a severe lack of evidence. And Alfred's is like, I know you two don't always get along, but he seems like a dedicated police officer, despite his enormous girth. Despite that, he's morbidly obese. And Bruce is like, yeah, we don't get along, but you know me, Alfred. I suspect everyone, even you. What did you have to do with Spider-Conroy? He punches Alfred, Jay. He keeps punching him, and then he just leaves him sleep. He had nothing to do with the chat, but he lets him sleep. He's like, you deserve to sleep, Alfred. And he leaves. Meanwhile, Batman's like, okay, I still got to do some research here. I still got to go out, and I'll go to the fucking source of the matter. I'll go to the source of matter. And he's going to go to Rupert Thorne, chat. Rupert Thorne, he's out of prison. He's enjoying his plants and shit. He's got like herbology class he teaches, right? And he's potting some shit, but all the lights go. He's like, fuck shit, it's Batman. And Batman shows up, and he's like, I got some questions for you, Rupert Thorne. He's like, what the hell do you want to know? Spider-Conroy is like, I ain't telling you jack shit. And Batman just grabs him, just starts punching the shit out of him. And then Rupert Thorne's goons, they come out, chat, and they're like, freeze, Batman. They're about to blow him away. Rupert Thorne's like, you lost, Batman. You can't do shit. And Batman's just... Oh, you think I lost? Okay. And he just puts fucking Rupert Thorne in the headlock, and he goes, let's hope your men can aim. Let's hope they're pretty goddamn good shots. You're a big boy, aren't you? Slapping Rupert Thorne's face. He's like, oh, please, no. And he's like, don't hold your fire. And Batman's like, let's go someplace a little more intimate. And he goes, oh, God. And he just fucking thrusts himself and Rupert Thorne off the fucking roof. Rupert Thorne's like, ah! And Batman, he gets the grappling hook, boom! And he gets the grappling hook around Gargoyle, swings around, slams into a ladder, chat, and Batman just wraps his thighs. I'm not fucking joking. He wraps his thighs, them thick thighs, chat, right around Rupert Thorne's girth, and he's connected to the ladder. He's like, "You're gonna tell me everything what I want to know." Rupert. He's like, "Okay, Jesus Christ, listen." I had nothing to do with Spider Conway. I knew he was getting out, but I don't give it. He has nothing on me. He has absolutely nothing. I didn't do anything. I don't even. He's nothing. I swear to God. And Batman's like, okay, and he fucking lets go. He lets go. Those thick thighs, goddamn right. Something that thickness, you know it. And so he lets go. He lets Super Thorne fall, but he has him on the little grappling hook. He's like, oh shit, Batman, and the guys get him down. Batman's like, this is weird. Maybe Harvey Bullock did. I just don't know. But then, chat, we cut to the police station. Harvey Bullock has been taken off the case, of course, on this one guard. He's guarding this guy called, what the hell is his name? Johnny Snails. Johnny Snails, chat. A great name, by the way. We got Spider Conway and Johnny Snails. And he's guarding him. He's also going to testify, apparently, against some other criminal co-conspirator, chat. Some other criminal mastermind, right? And who walks into the fucking front door? It looks like Harvey Bullock. And he goes, hey, oh, chat, Katie, thick thighs save lives. They did in that case. It can also be used for intimidation. He goes, oh! When he tightens the thighs, it gets more intimidating. Thank you, Katie, for the 10 biddies. What's this, Batman or Bat Pussy? No, man, no, and it's not. That's how he operates, man. Johnny Snails. His name's Johnny Snails. So good. Yeah. Oh, man. So he wrapped his thighs around him. Oh, no. So we're back at the police station, and what appears to be Harvey Bullock is saying, hey, I want to talk to Johnny Snails. He got some info I need to know. He's like, he's set to testify tomorrow, Harv. I'm going to have to see if you're in the logs so I can let you talk to him. And he goes, yeah, check the logs, yeah. And the guy checks the logs, chat. He's like, Harvey, I don't see. And then fucking this giant crocodile like hand, chat, comes out of nowhere, grabs this poor bastard's face and goes into the wall, chat. Just smush, just brain, meat, cartilage. Just there's no more head. There's no more fucking head. And there's no BET either. He's turned the channels, no BET. And he's like, fuck. And he goes to the prison cell, chat, and there's Johnny Snails. And he goes, Johnny Snails, do you have BET? He goes, what? I don't think so. And he grabs him, chat, and he takes him back to his underwater lair. Meanwhile, Harvey Bullock is enjoying a nice evening. Having some a nice little dessert, a little Danish chat, and some coffee with one Renee Montoya. They're bonded since their times, chat, in the POV episode. They're on very good terms. They like each other. They've gotten to know each other fairly well. They work well together, and they're enjoying some time, chat, before they go on the clock in. But also, all these fucking police cops or police cars show up, and you go, oh shit, what the hell's going on? They all go out, and they're like, Harvey Bullock, freeze! You're under arrest for the murder of the guy who smushed his head. He's like, oh, and they arrest him, chat. And it's all in the Gotham newspapers. And Alfred's like, shit, I guess you're right, Bruce, about this. And Batman's just like, there's just something doesn't feel right about this. And he goes to the crime scene when the guy's head got smushed or whatever. And he notices shit. He finds something. He finds something particular. He finds what looks like a scale. He's like, the hell? And he analyzes the scale, takes it back to the Batcave, and he's looking at it. And he's just like, oh, well. And Alfred's like, what? It looks like a reptilian scale? Well, it looks that way, but it's human. It's human. This person has some type of rare skin disease by the looks of it, but it makes him enormously durable. It's odd. And, Alfred, he makes some reference to, like, a crocodile, and Bruce is like, Alfred, you're beautiful, and he fucking punches him, and he goes, sleep. Actually, he gives him a big old hug, Jay. I'm not used to Batman giving Alfred hugs, but it happens. It's like, whoa, a lot of affection coming from Batman tonight. And then he goes to the Gotham Zoo, and where he learns about crocodiles and alligators and shit. And apparently he learns that crocodiles, most of their habitats where they go and lay their eggs are underwater caves. And he goes, that's fucking it. That's it. And so he takes the bat boat out there, chat, out to Gotham Bay, which also serves as a bat submarine, goes underneath the water, finds a fucking cave. And he goes, oh, shit, I wonder if that's it. He goes inside there, and the thing's too small, though, so he has to eject himself out of the thing. Swims in the cave, and he comes out, he like, it's horrifying, checks, it's pitch fucking black, and he basically feels his way up into the cave, and he comes out, and it is an underwater cave, so shit, and who does he see, chat, there? He sees goddamn Johnny Snails And Spider Conway, Chad, just fucking shivering and terrified. And he goes up there. He's like, how you guys doing? He's like, we don't have BT. Please, we don't have BT. Do you have BT? He's like, no, God, no. And then who comes out of the goddamn water, Chad? An 8-foot-tall crocodile, man. And Batman turns around and goes, holy shit. And this guy asks him, do you have BT? And he goes, no. Wrong answer. I'm Killer Croc. I'm gonna eat you. And then fucking Killer Croc and Batman, chat, they start to get into a good old scuffle. They start battling. And during the whole battle, it's revealed Killer Croc's like, I hate Harvey Bullock. Batman's like, why do you hate Harvey Bullock? Stop tricking me. I was like, I'm not tricking you. I'm just asking you a question. And they battle. Eventually, Killer Croc, he's pretty fucking strong and durable. He's dumb as a fucking stump. But you can beat the shit out of Batman if you can, if he gets a drop on him. And he's drowning Batman. Meanwhile, Spider Conway and Johnny Snell's like, we got to get the hell out of here. So they put on some breather masks that they had. I don't know why they used them before. And they just jump in the fucking water. Batman, he punches the shit out of Killer Croc, chat. And Killer Croc's like, ow, ow, ow. Like this, hits in the nose. And he dives in the water. Meanwhile, we cut outside the cave, and Johnny Snails and Spider Conway are almost out, Chad. Just like, woo, freedom! And then they're immediately dragged right back into the cave. They're like, no! Did Killer Croc get him? Is he eating them alive, Chad? Bad Shield, stay with the 10 minis. All about that BET uncut. You know it, Chad. Did he throw a rock? Not yet, Thief Man. He will throw a rock later on in this episode, though. How'd you almost get him? I threw a rock. It was big. Thank you, Bad Shield. That's great. Almost got him. One of my favorite Batman animated series episodes ever. I love that episode. So goddamn good. So these guys are dragged back in the cave. It's like, oh no, did Killer Croc come? Nah, just Batman. Batman just punched him a lot, and then, like, underwater, which is hard to do, but he punch, and he puts a rope around him, and he ties in the bat boat, and he goes back to the Batcave, chat. He doesn't take him to jail. He's like, no, you're coming with me, motherfuckers. And so now we're back at the Batcave, chat. And Batman, he's doing some research, and he learns that, oh shit, Killer Croc, this guy who's calling himself Killer Croc is going by Waylon Jones. He was a wrestler. Because Killer Croc throughout the entire fight makes wrestling references. He was a wrestler. And he's like, oh shit, this guy was part of the wrestling. He came to Gotham City, and then he got involved in petty crime, and he was arrested. And apparently, his arresting officer and the person that put him in jail in the first place, yet served some time in Stonegate, was Harvey Bullock. So that's the whole thing. Rupert Thorne actually had nothing to do with this. It's Killer Croc getting revenge against Harvey Bullock for the case that put Killer Croc in prison. Man, it's like, shit, okay, that makes sense. And Alfred drops the line where it's like, hey, so are you just gonna keep those two guys there? Because he brought those two guys back to the Batcave. He's like, they're gonna stay here forever, Alfred, with the others. Alfred's like, all right, I'll get the body bags. Well, what the hell's Batman doing with those guys? We don't know. We never see them again. We never see Spider Conway or Johnny Snails ever again, chat. They're in the Batcave to this day, just stuffed in a fucking crevasse somewhere, being feasted upon by his babies, his bats, chat. But eventually, chat, we cut back to Harvey Bullock. He's been released from on prison, on bail, it looks like, and he's just trying to get home. The press is all on him. He's just like, I have no answers to any question. He gets in his car. He's about to drive off, and then who fucking opens the goddamn door? Killer Croc. He's like, keep driving. And he's like, shit, Jesus. And he's driving. And he's like, Croc, I didn't know you escaped from prison. He's like, I did, and I wanted you to suffer, even for a moment, but now I'm going to finish you off. He's about to eat Harvey Bullock, Joe, which would take a considerable amount of time since Harvey Bullock is a large, girthy man. He's got a lot of girth. But then who stops Killer Croc from eating Harvey Bullock? Fucking Batman, because Batman is in the back seat just going, it's just in the fetal position going like, not yet. Not yet. Now, and he jumps up. This is so fucking funny. And he throws Killer Croc out of the car. Killer Croc goes, fuck. And Batman tries to go after him. But Killer Croc, he grabs what, Chet? A fucking rock. He grabs a big old rock, and he throws it at Batman. He almost gets him, though. He almost gets it. Like, caves in the car door, just rattles the car, just fucking flings back a little bit. It's like, do. And Killer Croc, he opens up a manhole cover, throws that at Batman, Harvey Bullock, and jumps on in. Batman checks in Harvey. He's severely concussed, and he's like, all right, you wait here. I'm going to go get him. He goes in the sewers. And then we just get a big fucking battle between Batman and Killer Croc. But Batman's a little more prepared at this point, chat. He's like, okay, like, he's stronger than me. He's more durable, but he's dumb as fuck. And so I got to use that against him. And so he has, like, these flashbang, like, batarangs, chat. He throws at Killer Croc, activates, blinds him. He's like, my eyes! And Batman has these specific glasses that are, like, red, which is pretty cool. He got, like, a red instead of the white. And he's able to fight with the flashbang going off and shit. And Killer Croc's just erratic. Killer Croc's doing all his moves you expect him to do. He's going underneath the water, grabbing Batman. Batman has the thing. He has the grappling hook, wraps around Killer Croc, shoots him into this kind of pillar in the middle of the sewer, and pins Killer Croc there. He's like, ah, shit, my arm. And eventually he frees himself, chat, but a lot of the pillar gives way. And all this bread and concrete falls on Killer Croc. Boom! Hits in the head, knocks him the fuck out, chat. Knocks him cold, severely concusses him. Batman's like, whoa, this is tiring. And eventually, we cut to Batman. He's lugging himself out of the manhole cover. And then who's right at the manhole cover? Chat, Harvey Bullock with a pistol in his hand with a revolver. And he goes, how you doing? He goes, Batman's like, give me a moment. And he's like, and he lifts what looks like, Killer Croc's probably 800 pounds by the side of him in this show. He's heavy, chat. He's between 800 and 1,000 pounds, I bet. But he lugs him up, chat. And he's there. And Harvey Bullock, he asked the question. He's like, after everything, that I've done, all the things I've said to you, I've done to you, why would you want to help me? And Batman pretty much says, listen, we operate differently, but, we have various opinions of each other, but we want the same thing. We want to protect Gotham. We have our different ways, but I know you're a good cop. And Harvey Bullock is like looking at Batman just like, oh, Jesus. Hey, thank you. I mean, it's hard for him to say this because he doesn't want to condone vigilantism. He just says, thank you. And that's all that Batman needs. It's like, and they're in a much better place than they were. And, you go ahead. I'll take this guy off the jail. And Batman just pulls a fucking ninja on him. He's vanished yet. He's gone. And Harvey's like, shit. And he drags Killer Croc off the jail. Meanwhile, chat, we cut back to the Batcave where Batman, he's watching the Daily chat. Harvey Bullock's been exonerated. Killer Croc's in prison again. And you got Summer Gleason, chat. Good old Summer Gleason. She's out there and she says, what's next, Harvey Bullock? He's like, I'll tell you what's fucking next. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to bust the goddamn chops and kick the asses of every scumbucket, every criminal out there because Harvey Bullock's back, baby. And he's here to kick butt. Kick butt, chat. That's what he says. And Batman's like, hell yeah, Harvey. Kick that butt. And that, chat, is Batman the Animated Series, episode 23, Vendetta. Hope you enjoyed it. He needs spare Robins. That's right. Yes, he needs spare Robins, Steven. Exactly. Oh, man, Batman forced them into Robin outfits, but it's not the same. Oh, you're killing me, chat. Oh, you're fucking killing me. Killer Croc was a dunce. He is. He's a moron in the animated series. Would you expect a Crocodile Man to be Bond level threat? No, I would not. Batshield's. Well, actually, now I said it. That's hilarious. No, you kill me, Chad. Yes, he takes all these people to force him to Robinson because Robin's in college right now. He's in college, and still a few years until we get to Tim Drake. Makes sense. He needs a placeholder. Where the fucking green tights? I don't wanna. I just want to be with the Crocodile Man. That's when they learned being with Killer Croc was better than Batman, chat. But of that, my friends, we gotta move on to Until Dawn, chat.